2024 is not just another year, it's a year we redefine candle making. And I think it's really important that I create this video because I know there's so many new people who are starting out on their business journey. Before we begin with this video, I have a special announcement. For everyone who wanted to join our live candle workshops, we have a very special offer for you. We are making it a lot more affordable and we are going to deliver a lot more value. In 1999, you get to learn a lot of candle making online. With this, you also get to enter our candle community plus lifetime recording of our videos. So if you're interested, I'm going to link down all the description, all the information about our live candle workshops in the description and you can join us. All right, let's begin. So, like I was saying, 2025 is not just another year. We are actually looking at the vision of building a successful yet sustainable business. See, candle making and the usage of candles, they are very niche in the way they perform. And the reason why I'm actually going to emphasize on this is because today in India or say abroad as well, we don't have a lot of power cuts. You know, in the previous times, people would use candles only when they had a power cut, and that use case was more of a functional use case. Now, candles are no longer functional. They are statement of values. So now the people who are actually going to buy candles or who also buy candles currently, they're not just buying a candle from you, they're buying a promise of comfort, an experience of light and fragrance. So you've got to make sure that the decision of them choosing your brand over someone else is right on on the spot, and it all starts with making the first foundational decision, the wax you choose. Well, if you all remember, last year I created a video in which I shared information about the types of waxes, so on and so forth. If you haven't watched that video, I'm going to link it here and you can watch it. Today's video is going to be more about focusing on the theme of sustainability and also helping you build a long-term business. See, I understand building a business and the amount of challenges you go through are too many. And as an elder sister, my job here is to just simplify this process for you one decision at a time. So this video is just aimed at looking at the industry trends, the global trends in the candle making business, such that you're not just building a business for a Diwali or for a Christmas. You're actually building a business that's going to bring you financial freedom, help you live the life of your dreams, and also help you build something that you're going to be truly proud of. So without any further ado, let's quickly begin. Like I said, with 2025, a lot of people are going to become eco-conscious. Candles are actually bought by people who have the money in their pockets and who have the intention to spend it on themselves. Whether it is self-care, whether it is self-love, or whether it is to gift it to their loved ones. They want something that they can call, they want something that they can proudly use at their own and also be able to talk about it openly. So when I think of the first wax that is going to be suitable for these eco-conscious, luxury focused customers, I would always discuss our coconut soy wax. Well, it's not mine technically. So coconut soy wax is a kind of wax which is a blend of soy as well as coconut. This wax is really high quality because it not just blends luxury with functionality but also gives you a very high quality wax that not just does well in terms of the fragrance load, it also does really well in giving you hours and hours of additional burn time. So this wax not just burns extremely clean, but it also burns very slow. The major decision actually of pursuing coconut wax, coconut soy wax for our business as well, has been the demand for enhanced fragrance. So we do have customers who prefer to have a higher fragrance load into their candles. With coconut soy wax, I have that luxury to add up to 18% fragrance, which by date is not possible by any other wax. So in my opinion, this wax is really great if you are wanting to make functional, eco-friendly candles for your eco-conscious and luxury candles preferred customers. This is your go-to wax if you are to build a sustainable and healthy business that's not just focused on the customer but also focused on building you a revenue stream of positive margins. All right, so this is the first wax. The second wax is the luxury soy wax. The luxury soy wax is a very great wax, okay? It is your traditional soy wax, which is not just functional but also has the eco-friendly values, and it is sustainable and it is made from soybeans. So it is going to give you that longer burn time. The best thing about the luxury soy wax and the variant as well is that it is not just suitable when you are making a container candle, but it is also suitable when you are making designer candles, pillar candles, or any other candles that have a design and an aesthetic in mind. Because you see, people are going home, people are building homes away from their homes. So they really want to have pieces that makes their home more comfortable, so that they look forward to coming into their homes and actually feeling the cozy environment and the feeling of ease. So the luxury soy wax is great when you're actually going to make those container candles. People, trust me when I say this, people really do care about what's inside of this jar. So, if you are using your luxury soy wax, then you're going to give them a great wax that not just burns clean, has a slower burn time. It burns slow, which means your customer is going to have a great time enjoying their candles. Plus, it has a fragrance load of up to 13%, which is really, really great, even if you want to make affordable candles. Trust me, you don't want to make candles that you sell for 100 rupees or 50 rupees. You really want to make positive margins as well. So that's only going to happen if you start investing in high quality materials. And I highly, highly recommend the luxury soy wax if you want to start with having an eco-conscious brand that focuses on using eco-friendly raw materials. Like I said, soy also has an alternative, or just a cousin of it, the soy pillar wax, which is great when you are making those pillar candles, those designer candles. The best thing about this is that it stays firm, takes the shape beautifully, and I'm sure so many of y'all are experiencing the bubbles that keep forming when you are making any candles, whether it is a bubble candle or whether it is any other type of candle that not just looks ugly but just spoils the entire aesthetic. These waxes just work perfectly. You won't really have any aesthetic challenges. They hold colors beautifully. They hold fragrances beautifully as well. The maximum load it takes in terms of the fragrance is about 15%, which is superb, which is very, very good according to me. So you can definitely look at these when you are looking at a wax that is going to help you make those beautiful shaped candles. Moving on, let's talk about the OG of all waxes, the beeswax. The yellow beeswax is definitely the OG of all waxes. It is nature's gift to us candle makers. See, I want to actually start by explaining that there are two types of waxes, okay? We're not just going to talk about the forms, but we're also going to talk about the colors. So when you are referring to your beeswax, the beeswax come in two major colors. One is the yellow color and the second is the white color. Okay, they also come in two different forms, so I'm also going to explain that as well so that you have complete clarity and transparency. The yellow beeswax and the white beeswax, they both come in two forms. One is the pellet form, they look like round pellets. The second is the slab form. Okay, the round pellets are easier to use because they're easier to measure and they're faster to melt. The slab ones come like big slabs, and in the way beeswax works, it's a very hard wax and breaking it can be a lot of struggle. So the slab ones are not really user friendly if you are going to start making candles in smaller batches. However, the pellet ones are a lot more easier. Ultimately, the choice is yours. I'm just going to make sure that I give you all the information such that you make your purchases with complete clarity. Now, when we talk about beeswax, now the main differentiation here is not the form, it's actually the way they are made, okay, or the way they perform. The yellow beeswax, as the name suggests, it has a natural yellow color. It looks like sunshine and it's really, really nice and bright. So the way it works is the yellow beeswax, after the beeswax is made, it is only filtered for impurities. It is not filtered for colors or not filtered for its natural odor. So what will happen is when you are using that natural yellow beeswax, you are going to smell that native beeswax smell, plus the wax is going to retain its natural color. So what is essentially going to happen is when you intend to add more fragrance to it, it might just smell a little funny, or it might not really be as pronounced as you make your candles with luxury soy waxes or with your coconut soy waxes. So whenever you are choosing your beeswax candles, you are to use fragrances in the ratios of 3 to 5% only, because if you exceed that limit, then the candles just start smelling funny, and trust me, no one wants to sell that kind of candles. You really want to also test your candles before you start selling them, because I have had a lot more people who just start selling candles. They don't even test their own candles, then they think like why things are not working out for them. So don't really make those mistakes. Really do test out your candles as well. So that is your yellow beeswax. When it comes to your white beeswax, this is an upgrade to your yellow beeswax. So your yellow beeswax is only filtered for impurities. The white beeswax is filtered for impurities, color, as well as the natural odor. So what you see in your white beeswax is a lot more filtered wax. It is going to have a lot less of fragrance when it comes to its natural odor, and it's going to look nice and white. Okay, in terms of the texture remains the same. It is going to still be hard, and here you can experiment with a little bit more fragrance, say 3 to 8% or 9%, and it will work really, really well. So that is your white beeswax for you. See, when we talk about beeswax, the reason why I recommend it is because it is a natural wax. It is made from honeybees. It burns a lot slower. And not only these yellow beeswaxes and white beeswaxes are aesthetic, they also deliver a message that we care about the planet and we care about your health as well. So if you want, you can also begin your business with these beautiful waxes. They perform really, really well, and I'm definitely sure that it's going to add a lot of value to your business. Now, I know I've discussed all these waxes. There are certain waxes that we've still not discussed. Let's quickly discuss them as well. So there are just 3 more waxes that I want to discuss because it's important and we're discussing waxes. So yeah, let's begin. So when we talk about paraffin wax, we know that it's the most, cost-effective wax. It is great when it comes to holding colors as well as fragrance. The maximum fragrance that you can add here is about 15%. Just keep one thing in mind, that it is a petroleum-based wax. So it may not cater to your eco-conscious customers or your customers who prefer luxury candles. However, these are going to be great for people who prefer budget candles. So that's our paraffin wax for you. And the last one is the soy flakes. With the soy flakes, they're a very raw kind of a wax. Okay, I have worked with it for a very, very long time, and I have come to the conclusion that it's not really suitable when you're making a jar candle or you're making a pillar candle or a designer candle as well. I'll tell you the reasons why as well. One, it does not hold more than 3 to 5% of fragrance. Two, if you make them in your jar candles, your wax leaves the jar as soon as the jar solidifies, as soon as the candle solidifies. Three, when you make your designer candles or your pillar candles as well, there is a lot of unevenness and it looks very, very rough. So you really don't want to spend money or invest money in a wax that's not going to work at all, and you're just going to be at the mercy of retrying, hoping for a different outcome. But trust me, it does not work. I have tried working with it, and I am confident that this is one kind of a wax that you can definitely give it a pass. Okay, so that's our soy flakes. Let's also talk about gel waxes. Gel wax is a very nice kind of a wax. Although it is a petroleum based wax, people do use it when they want to make creative candles. If you all have seen my video on making coffee candles, you know that they can have a magic of its own and they look very nice. So they're a transparent jelly like structure kind of a wax, and they work well when you're trying to make a nice designer jar candle. So the amount of fragrance you can add there is about 12%. Works beautifully well in giving you nice designer candles or translucent candles as well. Like I said, you want to actually see what is your vision for your business. You just don't want to copy what someone else is doing on their reels or their shorts. You want to decide what is going to be good for my business, and then you want to decide on the raw materials to use. Trust me, this is like a very foundational decision. More than deciding what to do, you have to start building your blocks one at a time, and this one's going to be a very foundational exercise for you all, because once this is done, it's always going to guide your decisions, and it's always going to talk about your brand story. Whether you're a brand that only makes cheaper candles and only wants to make a 10% profit, or you're a brand that really cares about their customers and is open to offer luxury candles or affordable candles. It all really depends on the decisions that you make. So I really hope that this video has been an eye-opener for you, such that you can start your business on the right foot in 2025. If you're interested in learning more about candle making, we offer a 21-day candle business masterclass wherein I teach you how to build your own business from scratch. If you're interested in learning DIY candle making as a hobby or as a craft, I also have a candle ebook which I definitely would recommend you check out. All the links for the information is given to you all in the description, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye bye.